2020年
アンカーはエースの武藤さん。
はい。
突然崩れ去った。
この後何
On July 9th, 2020, the time has come. The tectonic plates deep under Japan overlap again and the far eastern island nation is moving unstoppable towards the verge of doom. Of course not really, but only in the newest series of the cult director Masaaki Yuasa Japan sings. This not only promises an authentic atmosphere, artistically demanding staging and clever animations, but also a gripping story. Because the 10-part series adapts a classic of Japanese horror literature. Let us take a look into the unknown and tell you why you should look forward to Japan Sings. What is Japan Sings about? The year 2020 in the middle of Japan. For the Muto family, another uneventful day begins in their usual everyday life. What they have no idea is that the world will be on fire a few hours later. A loud thundering soundscape, the ground begins to shake wildly, the people around them gradually panic and the certainty step by step spreads. Japan is sinking. All by themselves, the family does everything they can to escape the apocalyptic wave of destruction and leaves Tokyo as quickly as possible. But not only the capital, but the whole country is being ruined by the roaring forces of nature. So at the moment there's only one goal left: to survive and escape the huge catastrophe. The creative mind behind the first anime transformation of the much praised sci-fi novel is Masaaki Yuasa. He's a shooting star in the anime landscape, especially when it comes to experimenting with the art of animation. In 2008 he caught the community's attention for the first time with the adventure anime Kaiba. In the years that followed, Yuasa continued to create challenging but convincing works such as Pong, the Tatami Galaxy or Devilman Crybaby. His penchant for unusual shapes and colors that give the anime a surreal touch is particularly striking. At the same time, Yuasa, who often takes on the scripts of his own productions, is able to express the personality, values and drives of his characters to the outside, and in so doing, to stage very human characters despite the visual contrast. It is really a style to get used to. But as I said before, new styles are always good. Perfect for a project like Japan Sings, because the focus of the character drama is on despair, hopelessness and the pursuit of hope. Based on the trailer we can see, the director decided to use a less experimental and somewhat more earthly, bombastic approach. Yuasa's long-term Studio Science Saru ensures that this is reflected in the picture. The fact that the anticipation for acceptable optical quality is evident is also shown by the controlled production time. In April, Japan Sings was already finished. This could be an indication that the project took the time required to perfect the anime to the last frame. Some fresh wind for a classic! Japan Sings is not an original story but adapts a real classic in the story of the end-time novel. Originally published in 1973 by writer Sakyo Komatsu, the story quickly gained rave reviews, thanks to its realistic setting and devastating dramatic work combined with a sober narrative style. The likelihood of an event like Japan Sings will be small, but not entirely unrealistic. The Great Tohoku earthquake in 2011 not only caused a swath of destruction, but actually caused geographic changes. The city of Ishinomaki sank several meters. However, the anime transposes the setting into current happenings. Originally, the story was supposed to be located shortly after the Olympic Games in Tokyo, but this detail was removed from the official story description after the cancellation of this year's games. So, will the anime be good? Those who already have soft knees at Tokyo Magnitude 8.0 and went straight to the cinema at the day after tomorrow should definitely mark Japan Sings in red on their watch list. The series not only adapts a real classic of Japanese literature, but also draws on Yuasa's expertise in character staging and the great animator pool of the Studio Science Saru. Maybe one of the best series of 2020 awaits you on Netflix. Arigato mina for listening, don't forget to subscribe and have a good day. Peace.